Hi everyone, my name is Jo Mitchell and today I will be discussing my research project for DTN306 that explores Australian kimchi preferences and the sensory effects of pH. Kimchi is a traditional Korean side dish, consumed with just about every meal in the Korean diet. Fermentation length and temperature is particularly important in producing acceptable kimchi products and directly influences kimchi pH. Research surveys have studied the perceptions and acceptability of kimchi in various countries, and yet current research in the Australian population is lacking. Two interesting points here state that there's a growing demand for kimchi of varied ripeness, and also optimally ripened kimchi has a pH of 4.5, and this is most favoured by Koreans. So my research question states, do the differences in pH between kimchi variations affect their sensory characteristics such as taste, aroma or texture? And does this influence kimchi preferences in Australia? The aim is to investigate what kimchi sensory characteristics appeal to Australians and whether the pH affects these sensory characteristics. This research utilises a mixed method study design and the target population is Australian adults. The consent form states that participants must be over 18 years of age and do not have any allergies to standard kimchi ingredients. Participant recruitment was conducted through a local club called U3A that have approximately 300 members. And the recruitment methods included emails out to all 300 members and also posting this flyer at the meeting hall. Data collection tools include a demographics questionnaire and also a newly developed sensory evaluation survey that investigates aroma, taste and texture of 3 different kimchi samples. The samples being studied, sample 1 is an Australian commercial product called Kehoe's Kitchen and has a pH of 3.3. Sample 2 is also a commercial product that's actually made in Korea and has a pH of 3.6. And the third sample is a homemade kimchi that has a pH of 4.3. So all analysis conducted based on descriptive statistics and information about the study sample. I had 17 volunteer participants with an average age of 66, standard deviation of 12. 70% of the participants were female and 70% had also tried kimchi before prior to this research. Quantitative results indicate that sample 1, Kehoe's Kitchen, 59% found this had a slightly strong to moderately strong aroma. Regarding taste, sample 2, 76.5% liked slightly or liked moderately. And regarding texture, 76.5% found the homemade sample to be very crisp to extremely crisp. The most acidic sample by far at 65% was sample 1, which was Kehoe's Kitchen. And interestingly, sample 1 was also the most preferred sample with 41.2%. This is closely followed, mind you, by sample 2. 53% of the participants most disliked sample 3. So for qualitative results, asking the question why people preferred or disliked a certain kimchi sample. Sample 1 was the most preferred. 62% enjoyed this sample because predominantly of the taste. Sample 3 was the most disliked sample, and the themes found for this was that because it had a fishy smell, taste or aftertaste. So the research findings thus far indicate that Australian adults prefer a more acidic kimchi with a correspondingly lower pH than that preferred by the Korean population. Yet there are limitations to this research, and to start off with, the fact that it's a very small study sample that did not reach statistical power, and also numerous confounding factors such as processing methods, packaging variations, and ingredients. The strength of this research include the fact that it is based on the Australian population, which is a first, and also the mixed methods study design. So this pilot study is a stepping stone to conducting further consumer research to rate Australian acceptability of kimchi. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.